Hello, travelers. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. I wanted to chat a little more about spring breaks and what spring breaks have meant to me in the past, especially growing up. We know last year spring breaks for 2020 were abruptly canceled just weeks in advance. We were so uncertain about what was going on, about what the pandemic was, about how it was going to be handled, that so many trips were just shut down and travel was halted. I feel so much for all those spring break travelers in 2020, especially those senior spring breaks that didn't get to go, with their friends and family and celebrate that senior year of high school. Um, this year for 2021 for spring breaks, we have a much better handle on how travel's working throughout the world. So we know what precautions are in place. We know what new rules and regulations are going on. So spring break 2021 is still possible if you and your family feel comfortable traveling. We know what it is that we need to look for, what the different locations are requiring, who is accepting US citizens and who isn't. We know all about the different COVID tests. And so many of the different hotels and resorts have put out new cleaning guidelines and new safety precautions and changed how they've provided services so that there aren't as many big group gatherings or lines coming up. So if you and your family are thinking of a 2021 spring break, getting somewhere warm, getting where there's a beach, that is still definitely possible. Some of my favorite memories growing up were of spring breaks on the Atlantic coast in Florida. I know I talk a lot about going to Disney, but when I was in late middle school and high school, we spent a lot of time in the Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral, Cocoa Beach area. What started it was my sister. She loves the beach, loves the sun. So we had done Disney for quite a few years, and then we started going over the beach. I still made my mom take me to Disney at least once every time we were there because it was only like an hour away. But those beach vacations were a lot of fun. They were really laid back and relaxed. We hung by the pool for hours and hours. A lot of what I remember about those trips is going with family and friends and even our whole neighborhood. We found the condo that we rented from one of our neighbors who had been renting there as well. And there were several years, I think there were 5 or 6 families from our neighborhood who all went down and had spring break together. Still don't know how nobody broke into the whole neighborhood and, stole anything. We were always lucky with that. But just those memories that I have with my friends, with my neighbors, of playing euchre by the pool. We would have different teams and the winning team would always push the losing team in the pool, but then everyone ended up jumping in anyway because you'd just been playing euchre by the pool and getting hot. So it was just really fun. And we would go out to eat together, or we would have cookouts and, eat together dinners at the condo. Lunch was normally always whatever food people brought down to the pool, different sandwiches or salads and chips and snacks and everything, and just having that time together. And then when all the neighborhood kids would go on spring break together, we would go out at night and go crab hunting by flashlight on the beach. We would have kind of like bonfires and nights out together. And because our families all knew each other and knew that we had each other to look out for one another, we didn't feel like we always had that parental guidance and hovering parents over us all the time. But we had our own free will to go within reason of where the condo was that we were staying. So those are some of my best spring break memories, just hanging out with friends. And we always used to road trip. Growing up, we never flew. So half of the adventure was getting down to spring break and, driving from Michigan all the way to Florida. We would sometimes we'd caravan with other people. Sometimes we'd stop and spend the night. Once we got like three drivers in the family, we would tend to just drive straight through and rotate. So those are a whole nother set of fun memories that I have growing up and traveling and going on spring breaks with family. So if you're thinking about a spring break for 2021, that is still possible. There are still hotel accommodations available along the Atlantic coast, along the Gulf Coast. Those are going to be your warmest options for that beach getaway. I do have access to different condo rentals, to full house or villa rentals. So if you're looking for something that's a little more private and you want, just a house, get away from the cold weather, get somewhere warm, have maybe a house with a pool close to the beach, or a condo on the beach, we can look at those options for you so that you can still travel, still make those spring break memories, but do it at a safety level that you're comfortable with. I'm continuing to keep on top of what the airlines and the hotels and the different resorts are doing as far as their pandemic procedures, what their cleaning procedures are, how they're handling things to make it as safe as possible for you to travel. Delta just recently announced that they're continuing to block middle seats and reduce capacity on flights through April. So those spring break trips that are planned or that we're going to plan, if you're flying Delta, you're going to have that little extra space, less people per plane. So do you have a spring break memory? I've shared a couple of mine with you, but if you have a really great spring break memory from when you were growing up or with your kids or anytime, I want to hear about it. I want to hear what your spring break memories were, what memories you made during travel, and what is good about making memories if we can't share them. So share your memories with me. Let me know some of your best spring break trips or even some of the worst ones. Sometimes the worst ones have the best stories to go along with them, the best memories, because we tend to try to always make the best out of the worst. So share your spring break memories with me, and I can't wait. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Let me know if you have any travel questions. I'm always willing to talk travel. So reach out to me any way that you want, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.